A surprising note on The Rock's status for WWE WrestleMania 41, the winner of Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk has bigger implications. Dominik Mysterio provides an update on JD McDonagh's injury, why Rey Mysterio wears a mask in WWE. According to Dominik Mysterio, Liv Morgan strongly denies serious accusations. Kevin Owens' WrestleMania 41 status. Penta addresses Rey Fenix WWE debut. Kairi Sane's WWE return status from Injury Unveiled. The WWE's original plans to have John Cena win the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 41 leaked. Why Paul Heyman blamed the fans for CM Punk quitting WWE. Let's dive right in. The winner of Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk has bigger implications. Roman Reigns and The Rock are big names on the road to WrestleMania 41, but only Roman is deep in the planning. More matches could still pop up as the event gets closer. WrestleMania 41 is set for Allegiant Stadium on April 19th and 20th. 7 matches are locked in, with Roman Reigns headlining this year's massive show. The Rock isn't wrestling, but he did shake things up in Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship. The lineup is thrilling, but a few twists like special rules could make it even wilder. Here are 4 ideas that could spice up WrestleMania 41 matches. Number 1. The Rock's surprise return could steal the show. The news hit hard when The Rock said he wouldn't wrestle at WrestleMania 41 after last year's action. Still, he left a mark by teaming with John Cena to ambush Cody Rhodes. There's talk he might show up anyway, but not in the ring. Imagine him strolling out weeks before, dropping a bombshell. He's the guest referee. That twist would keep everyone guessing and crank up the excitement. Number 2. Gunther and Jey Uso could bleed for glory. The heat between Jey Uso and Gunther exploded this week on Raw. They've been trading punches for weeks, but it got personal when Gunther smashed Jimmy Uso right in front of Jey. After that brutal scene, Jey's got more than just the World Heavyweight Championship on his mind. He wants payback. A first blood match, where the goal is to make the other guy bleed first, fits their bad blood perfectly. It's rare, but it'd be a wild ride. Number 3. Reigns versus Rollins versus Punk. The prize just got bigger. Last week, the triple threat match between Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk was locked in as WrestleMania 41's main event. It's already a toss-up who'll win, but here's a curveball. The winner could earn a shot at either the World Heavyweight or undisputed WWE Championship after WrestleMania. People are hyped for this clash, and that extra reward would make it a game changer. Number 4. Orton and Owens unleash chaos with no rules. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens reignited their war last month after Randy stormed back at the 2025 Elimination Chamber. Now they're headed for a showdown at WrestleMania. The bad vibes are off the charts, and a no disqualification match could let them go all out. Kevin sidelined Randy for months with a banned piledriver, and Randy's been itching to hit his deadly punt kick. He just hasn't landed it yet. In a no DQ, those rules wouldn't hold them back. Dominik Mysterio provides an update on JD McDonagh's injury. JD McDonagh hasn't stepped in the ring since a brutal injury rocked him on the January 27th episode of Raw. That night, he teamed up with Dominik Mysterio, his Judgment Day buddy, but things went south. They faced the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar, who kept their World Tag Team Championship belts. During the chaos, McDonagh launched a moonsault from the second rope onto Ivar outside the ring. He crashed hard against the announce desk, ending up with broken ribs and a punctured lung. Recently, Dominik Mysterio sat down with Sportskeeda Wrestling's Raju Dasgupta and gave a hopeful update on the Irish star's recovery. We can't speak too much on it, but JD is doing well, that's all we can say. Later in the chat, Dominik couldn't stop bragging about the Judgment Day's winning streak. He gave a shout out to Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for snagging the Women's Tag Team Championship and bet big on Finn Balor taking the Intercontinental Championship from Braun Breaker. The son of Rey Mysterio didn't hold back, saying JD McDonagh's return is almost here. Why shouldn't they like us? I mean, look at us. What did you say? The greatest, hottest, dominant, powerful, iconic, everything. We run Monday Night Raw. The Judgment Day runs Monday Night Raw. So we are the best to ever do it in every way, shape, or form. She is tag team champion with Raquel. Finn's about to get the IC title. We're close to getting, hopefully, JD back, so we'll be at full force, so it's like we're just the best. Why Rey Mysterio wears a mask in WWE, according to Dominik Mysterio. Rey Mysterio has been a fan-favorite hero in WWE for over 20 years, but his son, Dominik Mysterio, has a wild take on why his dad hides his face. In a one-on-one chat with Sportskeeda Wrestling's Raju Dasgupta, Dominik didn't hold back while staying in character. Masks are a big deal for luchadors like Rey, who've worn them for most of their careers. Back in 1999, Rey had to ditch his mask after losing to Kevin Nash and Scott Hall at WCW Super Brawl 9 with Conan. When he joined WWE in 2002, though, the mask came back. Dominik's been clashing with his dad on TV since 2022, and he swears there's a simple, harsh reason for it. I unfortunately lived with this man for 15+ 20+ years, Dominik said. He's a deadbeat. He's a terrible person. He's not good. He's ugly. That's why he has to wear a mask. He has no hair. You guys are about the same height, so you got that going for you as far as being a fan. You got more hair than him, so that works. It's a little gray. Looks like his goatee. I just don't like him. I don't like the guy. You're sitting there smiling. It seems like you're just happy that I'm talking about him, but it's okay. It is what it is. Earlier in the talk, Raju Dasgupta admitted he's a huge fan of Rey Mysterio and Rhea Ripley, Dominik and Liv Morgan's biggest enemies. The Judgment Day pair didn't let that slide, saying Rey's only for kids and grown-ups shouldn't cheer for him. I think you should grow up, Morgan said, while Dominik added, yeah, only kids like Rey Mysterio. It's because their brains aren't fully developed. Liv Morgan strongly denies serious accusations. Liv Morgan found herself in hot water earlier in 2025 when whispers started flying about who attacked Jade Cargill. The women's tag team champion sat down for a tell-all chat with Sportskeeda Wrestling's Raju Dasgupta, swearing she's innocent. It all kicked off on November 22nd, 2024, when someone jumped Cargill in the SmackDown parking lot. For weeks, people pointed fingers at Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez after cameras caught them nearby. But the real shocker came later. Naomi, Cargill's old friend, was the one who did it. When asked point blank if she had a hand in it, Morgan set the record straight. We established that I didn't do it. I was framed for weeks. It was Naomi. No, not suspicious. That's what happens when you do something wrong. You admit to doing something wrong. There's nothing juicy about it. I was at the scene of the crime, but I was innocent. Have you ever known me to do something terrible and not take full credit for it? Morgan didn't stop there. She said her history proves she's not shy about owning her actions, especially the big wins she loves to rub in everyone's faces. I told Rhea Ripley to her face, I'm gonna steal your man, I'm gonna steal your title, and I'm gonna steal your family. And I did exactly what I said. I bragged about retiring Becky Lynch. I bragged about being the only woman to defeat Ronda Rousey 3 times. I defeated Nia Jax. I've defeated Jade Cargill. I've defeated Alexa Bliss. Anything I've ever done, I've been so happy to scream about it and laugh about it. Why would I do anything differently in this Jade scenario? Kevin Owens' WrestleMania 41 status. Kevin Owens' journey to WrestleMania 41 is looking shaky. He was lined up for a huge clash with Randy Orton, but a mysterious injury might stop him in his tracks. A fresh report from PWN says Owens got hurt, and nobody knows when he'll be back, putting his big match in real danger. WWE's been scrambling, talking about other options for Orton, but they haven't locked anything in yet. Owens last fought in a savage, unsanctioned match against Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber on March 1st. Zayn's been off TV since, but Owens kept going until this injury hit. Now, Corey Hayes dropped a bombshell on social media. Kevin Owens' WrestleMania status is expected to be addressed on TV tonight on Dr. SmackDown. That's got everyone on edge for tonight's show, wondering if Owens will still make it to the grandest stage. If Owens can't go, who's next for Randy Orton? WWE's got choices. Maybe LA Knight steps up, or AJ Styles swoops in, or even Logan Paul throws his hat in the ring. With WrestleMania 41 just 15 days away on April 19th, time's running out fast. Tonight's SmackDown could finally tell us what's happening. Do you think Owens will tough it out and fight at WrestleMania? Or should WWE pick someone else for Orton? Let me know what you think. I'm curious to hear your take. Penta addresses Rey Fenix WWE debut. Rey Fenix steps into the WWE spotlight tonight, April 4th, 2025 on SmackDown, and his brother Penta couldn't be prouder. Known together as the Lucha Bros, these two have torn it up as AEW World Tag Team Champions and made waves in TNA Wrestling, CMLL, AAA, and indie rings everywhere. Penta jumped to WWE back in January 2025, and everyone figured Rey Fenix wouldn't be far behind. After weeks of hints, it's official. Fenix hits SmackDown tonight. Penta opened up about it on WWE Deutschland, beaming with excitement. Finally, the best wrestler in the world comes to the best company in the world. Back in AEW, the Lucha Bros didn't just stop at Tag Team Gold. They also snagged the AEW World Trios Championship alongside PAC. Word's out that Fenix's first WWE rival will be Andrade, kicking off a fresh feud right from the start. Since Fenix is landing on SmackDown and Penta's holding it down on Raw, the Lucha Bros won't be teaming up just yet. WWE's rolling out the red carpet for Fenix's debut, with a bunch of cool gear hitting the WWE shop. After months of buzz, they've dropped a Rey Fenix replica mask, a Flaming Mask t-shirt, and a Flame logo t-shirt ahead of tonight's SmackDown. These are tagged as special event items. Shirts ship out in early May, and the mask arrives by July 18th at the latest. The tees go for $34.99 each, while the mask costs $74.99. Here's what they're saying about the replica mask. Like an immortal symbol of rebirth, Rey Fenix demonstrates resilience and fortitude whenever he steps foot in a ring. Rise from the ashes and electrify the WWE Universe alongside Rey Fenix by grabbing grabbing this replica mask. Modeled after the mask Rey Fenix sports in the ring, this eye-catching accessory leaves no doubt you're eager to see SmackDown's newest luchador dive upon and dominate those who dare stand in his way. Kairi Sane's WWE return status from Injury Unveiled. Kairi Sane is on the verge of stepping back into the WWE ring, and the clues are piling up. The Pirate Princess hasn't been seen on Raw since December, when an arm injury forced her out of action. Now, word from WWE insiders, shared through PW Insider Elite, says she's very close to being cleared. The company's crossing its fingers for her to return in the next few weeks. This buzz follows her appearance at the Royal Rumble Fanatics meet and greet, where she ditched the sling and medical bracelet. Smiling, signing autographs, and chatting with fans, she looked stronger than ever, almost 4 months after stepping away. People were worried her injury might keep her out for good, but this news lights up the horizon. With WrestleMania 41 just 15 days away on April 19th, her timing could stir things up in the women's division. Before she got hurt, Kairi was set to chase the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Now, the big question is, should WWE dive back into that story or craft something brand new for her return? What do you think? Stick with the old plan or start fresh? I'd love to hear your ideas. The WWE's original plans to have John Cena win the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 41 leaked. John Cena flipped the WWE world upside down with his jaw-dropping heel turn at Elimination Chamber. Teaming up with The Rock and Travis Scott, he left everyone stunned. And now, the questions are piling up. Where'd they go? The Wrestling Observer newsletter spills some tea. Travis Scott's still in the mix for WrestleMania 41, but nobody's got a clue what he'll do. The Houston rapper was a big piece of Cena's shocking switch, yet he's been a ghost on WWE TV since. And The Rock? That's a bigger mystery. He was right there pushing Cena into the dark side, but he hasn't shown his face since Elimination Chamber either. The Observer says folks backstage are betting he'll pop up at WrestleMania somehow, though nothing's locked in. Word is, WWE's keeping his name hushed until he says yes. Here's the juicy part. The original plan was for Rock to help John Cena win the title at the show. Cena's now gunning for Cody Rhodes and the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania 41, and people are buzzing about whether that blueprint still holds. Was The Rock supposed to be the muscle behind Cena's 17th title win? With him MIA, it's looking like WWE might have to scramble. Cena's playing it cool though. In a chat with people, he dodged spoilers like a pro. We're in the middle of a very riveting season of episodic television, and you are kindly asking me to give you spoilers, and I can't do that. The path to WrestleMania is wide open, and the stakes are sky high. Will The Rock and Travis Scott ride back in to help Cena snatch the gold, or is Cena stepping into the ring solo? What do you think? Let me know your take. This story's far from over, and I'm glued to see what's next. Why Paul Heyman blamed the fans for CM Punk quitting WWE. Paul Heyman once pulled a slick move by playing CM Punk's music to rile up the crowd, all to hype a WrestleMania showdown. Recently, he spilled the beans on why pointing the finger at fans during that moment hit the mark perfectly. Punk stormed out of WWE in January 2014, only to get the axe 6 months later, on his wedding day no less. That year, the road to WrestleMania rolled through Chicago, Punk's hometown, and Heyman knew the fans would lose it chanting for him. But the Advocate had one job: sell Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30. In a chat with Justin Barrasso on Substack, Heyman explained how he flipped the script, making the crowd the bad guys to keep their eyes on his story, not Punk's exit. In blaming the audience for Punk's decision to leave, which would only have happened outside of my wisdom, I was directing my venom towards them, and I'd punish the audience by taking something away from them, which would be the streak, and the only beast on the planet that could beat the streak was Brock Lesnar. It sounds so convoluted, but when you put it in front of yourself with that audience that night in that moment, it all made sense, Heyman said. Heyman's bold call paid off big time. Brock Lesnar shattered The Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania 30, leaving jaws on the floor in one of WWE's wildest moments ever. Meanwhile, CM Punk stayed out of the ring until 2021, when he joined AEW. After things went south there, the unthinkable happened. Punk walked back into WWE at Survivor Series 2023, turning the wrestling world upside down again. Surprising note on The Rock's status for WWE WrestleMania 41. The Rock left everyone speechless at Elimination Chamber earlier this year, setting the stage for wild guesses about his WrestleMania 41 plans. After Cody Rhodes stood his ground and refused to bow to the final boss, things took a dark turn on March 1st, 2025 in Toronto. That night, The Rock flipped the script, pulling John Cena into a stunning heel turn. Together, they unleashed a savage attack on the American Nightmare, leaving jaws on the floor. Now, with WrestleMania 41 creeping closer in Las Vegas, a surprising update has dropped about Dwayne Johnson's status, and it's got everyone on edge. Cena's been cutting promos on Raw, facing off with Rhodes, but he's kept quiet about why he teamed up with his old enemy, The Rock. Meanwhile, the 52-year-old legend hasn't been booked for SmackDown or Raw lately. The latest Wrestling Observer newsletter from Dave Meltzer throws a curveball. Inside WWE, The Rock's spot at WrestleMania 41 isn't locked in. Even though most people assume he'll show up for the big night, nobody backstage has gotten the official word. Cena's ready to clash with Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship at the Showcase of the Immortals, chasing that 17th world title to top Ric Flair's record. But here's where it gets juicy. Veteran journalist Bill Apter on the Unscripted podcast dropped a bombshell rumor. He's hearing whispers that Cena might not stay loyal to The Rock for long. I have heard in the wind that John Cena is going. The Rock is going to make an appearance and Cena is going to turn against The Rock. That's what I am hearing now, and he is going to go back to being a babyface. This whole thing is a ploy. Will the final boss storm into WrestleMania 41 to shake up the title match between Rhodes and Cena? Or is this all a big fake out? With just weeks to go, the suspense is killer. Only time will spill the truth on the grandest stage of them all.